We're back working on the E28 today. I'm really excited to get this thing like reliably driving. It runs and drives, but it's a little sketchy. It's got a lot of things wrong with it. So half of this video was recorded with an old microphone. Bear with me a little bit. The audio sucks. I got a new microphone. I'm testing things out, so it still might suck, but we're still learning. All right, it's been a long time since we've even touched the E28. It's been sitting here for like 2 months. Started right up. We're sucking the power steering fluid out of it because it desperately needs a power steering pump. I couldn't even drive the car. It was so bad. On these 5 Series, the E28, they have, I don't know how to explain it very well because I don't know the science behind it, but it's basically power steering assisted brakes. So you would pump the brakes, the power steering pump would whine, you'd lose power steering. It was a, whole load of issues. But now we should get that changed out and it should be driving. Quick update, got the power steering pump off. Had to run to O'Reilly's to get some crush washers. It's funny, I was doing a little brake clean bath over here and I noticed that it has a ZF remanufactured sticker. So I wonder how many times this pump has been out. The banjo bolts are definitely chewed up, so it's been out a couple times. And the pulley was looking a little rusty, so we had to do a little rebuild reconditioning over here. We'll let that dry in the sun, get it back on, and get the pump on. A quick break from the E28 to get some tires mounted. I took them to Discount Tire, and this is what I got back. Said it's too much of a stretch for them to mount it, so I'm gonna seat this bead by myself. We got this. Okay, keep in mind, these are drift spares. We don't care about these very much. So if the wheel gets messed up, who cares? Gasoline in a spray bottle, all right? We're gonna take this. We're gonna, oh, it's so much. We're gonna soak it. I'm regretting it. Little note to self here. Do not try what I'm doing at home. This is dangerous. I'm an idiot. Don't follow along. Oh, it's evaporating so fast I forgot the torch. Way-ho! See that, ladies and gentlemen? That's set. That's what I like to see. I'm shaking, I'm so terrified. We got the power steering pump in. None of that's very entertaining to watch, and I haven't even jacked the car up, so I've been struggling underneath it a little bit. But now, we got the oil draining out of it. Probably gonna overfill that thing. I didn't think about that as well, but we're making progress. Hopefully we're driving it soon. So we got the old oil out of it. It's looking real gross, and it's pretty interesting how these 535s, these M30s oil filters are. It's just a canister, a big metal canister that you pull that bolt up and then you pull this whole canister off. And it's just a oil filter that sits in there, and then you set it up and tighten the bolt. I don't know, I found that kind of interesting. I haven't dealt with one of these before. I've never owned, oh, sorry, I guess I've owned, but I've never done an oil change on an M30 before. So that's cool. Moved it out of its spot. Oil's changed, power steering pump's in, new fluid, sucked all the old shit out, checked the filter in the reservoir, it looks good. I don't see any leaks. I don't see any leaks. I think it looks good. Well, we've run into a dilemma. These tires are absolutely shot. Look at all that dry rot. They shake so bad going above like 35, 40. Just trying to put those on, they don't fit. They hit the strut tower. Tried to put those arcades on, they don't fit. Hit the strut tower. All right, the search continues. But it's been a while since I did that power steering pump. It is now time to get rid of this explosion death box. This Amazon fuel cell is the most terrifying thing I've ever put in a car. First of all, it leaks. It leaked immediately. None of anything on here is fuel safe. Don't ever buy this piece of crap. My lines are terrifying. I can't believe I did that. But now we have this great non-rusty, kind of rusty, not rusty fuel tank that I'm gonna throw in there. I got a new in-tank pump that I'm bolting up right now. None of the holes line up, and all the holes are basically rusty as crap, so the threads aren't very good. But I'm gonna slam those screws in there and send it home. Now around here, we only work with the nicest of gold Harbor Freight tools. So hopefully, yeah, like I said, none of these screws want to go into the holes except for maybe, yeah, that one. Well, some progress. I'd be using my impact, but I left it at work. I thought, what a wonderful angle. I'm sure everyone's gonna love to see me in pain trying to get this fuel tank in. On the ground with one arm. Oh wow, I really feel like this isn't gonna work. Oh God. Where are the bolt holes? Can you guys see the gas thingy yet? Oh shit, I think I see. Oh my God, this rusty thing is what holds up the tank? Oh no. Oh, this is dumb. Why don't I have a jack? Okay, going into, oh God, the rust in my eyes. Different angle of attack. Success is the only option. I got a bolt started. I got victory. Victory. Now I'm gonna get all the other bolts in because that shit sucks. Now let's disconnect this line. Wait, that's a bad idea. There's a bunch of fuel in the tank. Oh God. I didn't think that through. I can't even get it open. This thing sucks. Don't ever buy an Amazon fuel cell. But like, you know, what do you expect? It was cheap, but still. Is this not gonna do anything? Oh, maybe it is. Oh, there we go. God damn, this thing sucks. Oh, there's a ton of fuel in there. Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna try and clamp this hose like that. You know the worst thing is when you know it's dumb and you know it's not gonna work, but you still do it. That's what I'm going through right now. I'm gonna yank that hose. It's gonna piss everywhere. But we just gotta get it done, right? Just gotta get it done. Please don't explode. Damn, that hose is good. I'm gonna get my thumb. Whoa, look at that. It's like I'm a pro. Didn't even lose much. Now I think the best part about all of this is I had just painted the fuel tank, and I know all of that paint is just gonna fall off now. But fuel tank's basically in. Now I don't know how much fuel is in this fuel cell. It looked like a lot. Definitely, oh shit. It's definitely a lot. Might have to rethink this over. Oh shit, we got a genius. I'm a damn genius. Peace, shitty fuel cell. Got it all buttoned up. Gonna try and go for a first start here. Let's see if the fuel gauge works. I doubt it, but... Oh, that key doesn't work. Terrible at filming. Oh, missed the hole. Oh my God, the fuel tank works! Oh, maybe not. Let's see. No way. No freaking way. It was that easy. Hell yeah, that's a win. Let's check for leaks. Not seeing any leaks, and I hear it humming. That's a win. So I've had it here running for a bit, and everything looks good. It's running pretty good. But I did notice, if you can see back there, right there is a fuel leak. And it's coming from that line above. That line where that T-splitter is a little cracked, and I think it's leaking at the rail, dripping down onto the injector. So we got to get that fixed. Now this is where hoarding car parts is a benefit. Dug through my little pile of hoses and found some 5/16 fuel hose. Now that fuel hose has that weird little Schrader valve in it. So I'm gonna try and replace it with this whole line. Got that lower fuel line disconnected. I'm gonna try and pop it off of this like regulator. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, to be honest. Oh, that was a lot of fuel. I don't know why I keep thinking there's not gonna be any fuel when the system's pressurized and like it's always gonna spray. That's just my dumb ass not thinking before I'm doing. Let's get the other line off and pop it off the rail. Got that other one loose. Let's hope this doesn't just absolutely spray. I already released the pressure on the, oh, easy. Boom, came right off. Now I'll show you how corroded and ruined this fuel line is. If the camera will focus, you see how the hose clamp's cutting into it there basically? And then you see how bad this side is. Ready to be replaced. Now I'm gonna snake this fuel line in there and get everything tightened up, and we should be ready to hit the road. Hopefully. Just like that, everybody. Oh, Supra going for a rip. We made it to the gas station. Gonna throw 20 bucks, I'm cheap. Throwing 20 bucks in it. Let's see if that fuel level sender works. Nope, still empty. All right, cool. On to the next one. Now, if you've ever owned a classic BMW, you know this trick. Fuel gauge still isn't working, so something must be up with that sender. It sat outside for, I don't know, months in the rain, so I didn't have much hope for it. But we're looking good. We're gonna go home, clean up the windshield, and try to go get some food. Hopefully we don't break down. Off we ride. That fuel level, I don't think that's correct, but it's jumping around, it's trying to work. I don't mean to scream. I forget I have the mic and the windows are down, but we're ripping. It's cruising. If you go over 35, 40, the speedo's off. If you go over like 40, it shakes. So here, I'll give you a little. Yeah, it death wobbles. The faster you go, the worse it gets. These tires are destroyed. But other than that, it's driving. The power steering pump's leaking like a bitch after I just replaced it because I used crap O'Reilly's crush washers. I assumed it came with new ones, but nope. So I'm gonna have to get some better quality crush washers for that thing and throw them in there. And probably my fault because I didn't torque them to spec, but who cares?